Hey y'all, I'm Chancellor. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Perfect Chaos, where I'm waking up one soul at a time. So in today's video, we're going to talk about relationships. Do's and don'ts, if you're in one, if you're questioning about it, or whatever. First things first, though, you have to love yourself before you can love anybody else correctly. So, and this is where, again, meditation comes in. How many of you are meditating or doing some form of meditation? Praying's meditation too. So, but big thing is the self-love. So if you don't love yourself, or if you're unhappy with yourself, you're thinking you're unworthy of yourself, or anything like that, you can't be in a relationship and expect it to work. Any kind, like if you're have low self-esteem issues, or you don't like yourself for some reason, or you're just unhappy the way you look, any of those things. If you have any of those kind of factors, you're not loving yourself. You should love yourself any way that you look, because creation doesn't make any mistakes. You're not a mistake. You're not broken. So this is where meditation comes in, reprogramming the mind. So, and reprogramming the mind is simple. Again, meditation is the best way to go inward inside of yourself to see challenges that you may have. So in meditation, another thing that it does, whether you're realizing it soon or not, it's releasing emotions that you have stored. And a lot of good things to do to release these emotions are essential oils. Lavender is good, breathing it in deeply through your nose and out through your mouth. Playing salvagio, beats. You can find it on, I think it's called Source Vibrations on YouTube. Check that out. And there's different frequencies to help you with the release emotions. Even though you don't know that you have stored emotions, this will release them in a meditative state. Using essential oils, very beneficial. Frankincense is amazing for healing, connecting to your divine. So try that out. So now, in relationships, if, let's say, and number one thing is opposites don't attract. That big thing that you always believe to know, it's not true. It's really not true at all. Depending. So let's say you're lazy and the person you get with is super outgoing or something like that, then I mean, it's just proven statistically it's not going to work. Number one thing is, don't ever go into a relationship thinking you can change someone. It doesn't work. Yes, change is inevitable, but it's self-change. No one else can change you. Don't give anybody your power to try to change you. You may conform and compromise to something, but you're really going to go back to who you were before. Anyway, my belief is you are who you are from the day you're born, so that you incarnate into this world. It's just who you are. And so don't go into a relationship thinking you're going to change anybody, because it's not going to work. It's just not going to. It may work for a little bit, and you're thinking it's working, but it's not. You can't go in there thinking you're going to change anybody. Let's say you're super clean, and the person you're with is dirty. Just doesn't really care. Not going to work. If you have to question it, I mean, it's just, number one, love is not hard. Love is not work. If you're having to do any of those things, it's not love. You're confusing it with, I'm just not blank. I can't recall, I guess. You're just confusing it with an energy that that's all it is. I mean, your energy that you're combined with, thinking that you're compatible in some way, when it's more just like more of a lust. It's more of an emotion. kind of thing, which is energy. Emotion is emotion. So, again, love is not hard. Love is not work. So, if you're somebody who likes to sleep a lot and the person doesn't, it's not going to work. You have to get past, a lot of people are stuck in romantic kind of things. If it's more of a sexual relationship, then it's not going to work. It's only going to last so long. Just like looks fades. You got to fall in love with souls, not faces. Okay? Get out of that. It's a stored emotion where you think, oh, this is what I need. Looks good. This is what's hot. It's not. Okay? So, you don't have to work in relationships. People are in the marriages, oh, we got to work, and marriages work. Not if it's love. Not if it's real love. Okay? You don't have to work for it. It's 50-50, 110, 110. Nothing else. So if you're in that, just let it go. If it's not working, what are you holding on to it for? Waiting for a change. That's never going to happen. Because for that to happen, they have to change something inside of themselves. You have to change something inside of yourself. Are you both willing to change something inside of yourselves? Why? Love's not work. Fix you. What you need will come. It's synchronicity. It's all about living the most just live. And sometimes some people just need to be by themselves for a little while. Be alone. Reflect on you. Look at you in the mirror. Maybe if you're sitting there saying, blaming another person that you're in a relationship for your challenges or what's going wrong in the relationship, maybe you need to look inside of yourself and see what's wrong with you. Because you are just a reflection. So whatever you're in, whatever this relationship that you're in that's not currently working, it's just a part of you. It's just showing you parts of you that you have shut down, stored away, or ignored, or made yourself forget. So step back and look into it. Because if you're in that kind of relationship right now, there's a reason for it. Something you need to look at. Something you need to let go of. It's not work. If it's love, if it's true love like that, you don't have to work for love. Do you have to work for your mother's love? Do you have to work for your father's love? Or anybody's love like that? No, you don't. It's just there. So, look at your relationships. And if you're in a good relationship and everything's great and happy and bubblegum land, I love you for it. It's great. And hold on to it. It's amazing. Love can make you do amazing things. It brings out so much and it brings your vibration up so high. So, and we're going to talk about too reprogramming. So we talked about that, reprogramming your mind. Things that you say. You always have to be mindful of your thoughts more than anything. And then the things you speak. Because that's the only thing you have control of. Your thoughts, there's things. Okay, we're going to start over. Your thoughts, you have control over. The words you speak, you have control over. The actions you take. Those are the three things you have control over. Always. So, if you want to say something negative to somebody, or gossiping, which is the worst, you have to think about it, say what you're going to say, and then say it. So, you could also think about not saying it. You don't have to. And it's a choice. Everything's choices. Everything's choices you make. So, if you are speaking ill or speaking something derogatory or negative, and you do say it and you didn't want to say it, just pull it back. Just say, cancel it, delete that. Or correct yourself out loud in front of whoever you are. Say, no, I'm sorry, I didn't, blah, 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 whatever. It ends it. Takes it right back out of the universe, brings it right back, it's gone. So, in doing this, You entrain yourself because you are entrained to be the way that you are right now from the day that you incarnated here, from your parents or your friends or things that may have happened that embarrassed you or anything. Store an emotion, which becomes your personality. And these are things you need to let go of. But it's easy to reprogram yourself just catching the things you say. Thoughts are one thing. They, create your reality and everything. But it's not that when you speak it, it's more energy, it's more of a vibration that you're putting out into the universe. Think of it that way. So you could even say like cancel, delete, or just correct yourself out loud. Like you're talking to yourself. People may think that you're crazy. Who cares what anybody thinks? This is your walk, your journey, your life. Nobody else's. Nobody else can walk it for you. Nobody else can do anything for you. Just you. Okay? So just be mindful of what you say. Don't gossip. You ain't got to say what Miss Johnson did and who she did it with. Nobody cares. If that's the only way you can have a conversation with someone or a friend, they're not your friend. Okay? That's not a friend. We're sitting there talking about somebody or making negative gestures about what somebody's wearing or who's walking down the street or if they're overweight or anything like that. Why are you doing that? Because something inside of you don't like. That's why you're doing it. So remember that when you're sitting there gossiping, bumping them gums, or speaking negative to somebody else, you're talking about yourself. Because number one, we're all connected. That's a part of you that you're talking about. So therefore you're talking about yourself. But in all reality, you are talking about yourself. Because it's something inside of you that you're not comfortable with, that you have stored away, or that you're not thinking of that moment, or something about yourself that you don't like. So you're going to pick out somebody else. It's called deflecting. Okay? So remember that every time you gossip, or you say something about somebody, you're talking about yourself. Something inside of you that needs to be fixed. There's nothing wrong with them. That's their own journey. Maybe that's where they want to be. Maybe that's what they love to be. You don't know. You don't know what's going on in the world, or if it's some kind of medical problem, or maybe that's if it's clothes or maybe it's all they can afford, or it's what they want. Just like I talk about too, when you're going through the scale, the vibrational scale, the one from 20 to 700. It's like you start off in nothing, in rags and stuff, and you build up and you get a little more fancy, and then you get up here to just like a business suity and everything, and then the higher you get up there, you start getting to where you don't care anymore what you look like, and you're starting to go back to rags and stuff again when you get to enlightenment, because you don't care what anybody thinks. It doesn't matter what you're wearing or what you're doing, what kind of job you got, what kind of car you drive, any of those things. It doesn't matter. It's material. What matters is what's in here, what you're thinking about up here. But if you're living from here, it don't matter what you're thinking. There's going to be good. It's going to be with love, as you should be. So just remember that. And look into your relationships if you're in one. And this even goes for friends, not just lovers, romantic people, any kind of relationship, any kind of friendship. What kind of person are you with this friend? Are you just there trying to save them? Are you just friends because you're friends and you like to talk and you like to be around each other? Are you both leaning on each other for some other problem? People say, well, that's what friends are for. Yes and no. If you're depending on somebody else for the way that you are, or the way that you don't want to be, or the way you think you should be, you are the only one that has complete control in your life. You can't depend on anybody else to make you better or to make you worse. Then you're just giving all your power away. Friends are great, and I say don't have friends because they're amazing. And they're the ones that'll tell you and call you on your BS. If you got friends like that, keep them. Those are friends. Friends that are honest with you, no matter what. That's the friends you need. So, anyway, I want to hear stories too about who's meditating, how's your meditation going, What kind of dreams are you having? I want to hear about that. So we can talk about them, see what they mean, your interpretations of them, how, or if you're reprogramming your mind, if you're changing the way that you eat, stop eating meats and stuff. I want to know how you feel. I want to hear some feedback about all of this. So let me know. Write in the comments below. Message me on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all those. Just write me and let me know. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you soon. If you like this video, like it. And if you want to see more videos like it, hit the subscribe button and you'll get notifications when I post. Love you all.